everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and on today's video I'm going to be doing day 5 of my January 5 days of foundation. Today I'm going to be doing a full day wear test of the CYO long lasting foundation. It says it is Lifeproof. I will be using this because actually one of you, Beth, hi Beth, recommended on my first impression video that I do a full day wear test of CYO. I did do just a first impression, just put it on my face, and then I was also filming additional videos that day, so I did not actually wear it the whole day. So I am going back and testing this again. So I'm going to be doing a full day wear test today. I am actually going to work today, which my other videos I didn't go to work, so this might be a little bit of a challenge for me. I will definitely be wearing it for at least 9 hours because that's how long I have to, well actually closer to 10 hours because I work about 20 minutes from where I live, and with my 8-hour day and my lunchtime it's actually going to be probably closer to about 9.5, 10 hours that I'm going to be wearing this at minimum. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I am wearing the Milk Cooling Water Stick as well as the Pixie Hydrating Mist, Milky Mist. I also have the IT Cosmetics number 50 serum. You've seen those the last couple of days, and like I said in yesterday's video, I did put some of the Benefit Professional on my nose and just in like some of these areas where I know I have like deeper pores or scars. So all of that is my base. I'm going to go ahead and put on the CYO. This is the long lasting foundation. And the pumper in here is not very good. I keep getting it squirted a little bit. So I'm going to be using that same It Loves the Foundation brush. It's a little bit dirty at this point. This is day 3 using it. But I'm going to put the brush on this side, and then I'm going to use my sponge on the other side. Alright, so there it is with the brush. I'm going to go ahead in with the other side with my sponge. Alright, and there we go. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what the foundation is looking like right now, right after application. Right now, immediately after putting it on, I do actually like the way this looks on my skin. I feel like the color match is very close to my natural color. I don't feel like I'm having any problems with that at all. I do feel that this actually is a very dewy looking foundation, which I normally don't like. I normally prefer matte. So I am going to be putting some powder on, and I'll tell you what that is a little bit later. But overall, I think this looks pretty good on my skin. There's a couple of areas where, like on the side of my nose here, I'm having a hard time with a couple of my pores. I probably should have put a little bit more of my primer in there. Actually, on the front of my nose, where I did make sure I got a very good coverage with my Professional, it's actually looking pretty good, like right in here. So I am liking that a lot. Overall, I do like the way this looks on my skin. I feel like it's very natural looking. It might be a hair light, just a little bit. I don't know. You guys tell me if you think this is a good match or not. This lighting might not be the best to tell that or not, but if I remember correctly, I don't think this foundation did any sort of oxidation, so I should be good there. But overall, I do actually really like the way this foundation is looking on my skin after initial application. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on, and I will be right back. Alright everybody, I am back, and the time is now 8:45. I forgot to do a check-in. It only really took me about 10 to 15 minutes to do the rest of my makeup because I went very, very light today because I am going to work, and I normally don't wear makeup to work, so I didn't want anybody to be like, what are you doing today? So anyway, real quick, I put some butter bronzer. This is actually the light bronzer on my cheeks and just a little bit on my forehead because this is such a light foundation. I did use the Tarte Rainforest Sea blush in the color Party. I did not put any highlighter on my face at all. I used the Collab mascara and also the Collab loose powder. I have the Sephora Ultra Shine lip gel in the color 04 Perfect Nude. So that's what's on my lips. And I also used the Tarte Clay Play palette. I literally only used these 2 shadows right here just to give myself a little bit of definition on the eye. That's it. Oh, and the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. This is the Rose Water and Green Tea. And I'm looking around my table. I think that is everything. Oh, the Smashbox eyeshadow primer. So that's everything. So overall, I'm actually really liking this foundation right now. I've only had it on for about 15 minutes, so it's not been a long time, but I do like the way it's sitting on my skin. I like the way it's feeling on my skin more than anything. This is very similar to the last two, where I actually feel like this is a little bit more of like a medium coverage than a light coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. And because it's so dewy, and even though I did powder, I feel like it's giving my skin a really nice look to it. So I am really liking this foundation so far. I don't know how it's going to wear throughout the day, so I will keep you updated. I will do a check-in probably around 4 hours, maybe a little bit less, given when I have to take my lunchtime. So it might be maybe only about 3.5 hours. So about 8:30, well, maybe closer to 4 hours. Somewhere around 12:30 is when I'll do my check-in. And so far, I'm really liking it. Really liking it. So I'm going to get on to work, and I will see you guys in about 4 hours. All right, everybody, so I am in my car for my check-in today. I think I'm getting enough natural light. Maybe I should put it in park. I am a parking lot, but I had it still in drive. Anyway, I think I'm getting enough natural light. I'm actually going to open my sunroof here to get a little bit better. So right now it is about 12:05. I'm actually really liking this foundation with the exception of one thing, and that is here in my under eyes. I feel like they're very dry and it's making me look older, honestly. So I'm not sure exactly how to fix that. I did not specifically make sure that I put extra moisturizer on my under eyes, and that might be part of the problem. But if you look at the rest of my face, I feel like this foundation is actually looking really, really good at almost 4 hours in. So I'm about 3.5 hours in. Even like around my nose, I don't feel like it's doing too bad. So overall, I'm really liking this foundation so far. I'm gonna keep it on for the rest of the day, obviously, so we'll see how it goes. But right now, I mean, I don't know, what do you guys think? I think the primer, the Professional on my nose really, really helps my nose. I don't know. I'm really, really, really liking it right now. Listen to me, I'm so good with words. Really, really, really. But you guys tell me, what do you think midway through the day? I think it's looking actually really I think it's actually looking really good. I'm looking in my mirror over here while I'm talking to you, and other than my under eyes that look so dry, especially like this one, I'm not having any problems with this, and I haven't blown my nose at all. So I'm not having any breakup around the nose, which is good, except for on this one spot, and I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I don't know if I touched it or what, but even on like my chin, where I've had some problems the last couple of days, I'm not having really any problems there either. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm liking it right now. I think it's actually looking really nice right now. So I will see you again in, let's see, it's 5 after 12. I'll see you again probably around 6 o'clock. So I will let you know what my thoughts are then. All right, everybody, it is 6:11 in the evening. So I've had this on almost 10 hours, right? 8:30 to 6:30 would be 10 hours. Almost 10 hours. So I think this is the longest one that I've worn. This 5 days of foundation for January. Let's see what it's looking like here. I'm actually really impressed with this foundation, as you probably saw from my lunchtime check-in. There are a couple of problem areas, and I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in and we can talk about them. So overall, I think my forehead still looks really, really good. It actually looks really smooth, really dewy. I think it looks nice, actually. My cheeks, I think, look pretty good. I have a little blemish here beside my nose. It's totally still covering it. Like, it's not even wiped away at all. I think my nose looks good. There's like that one spot right here that looks wiped away, which I think was there at lunchtime. Around my mouth, it's looking like it's wearing away a little bit, but again, that's probably from eating lunch and like wiping my mouth with a napkin. Down here on my chin, Like, the only place that I'm really seeing an issue is like right in here where I have a lot of acne scarring around my lower mouth here. But other than that, I like this foundation. I think it worked out really well. And this is a very inexpensive foundation. I think it was less than $10. Other than the packaging not being like really significant, this is plastic. The pump doesn't work if you hold it straight. You have to hold it up like this in order to pump. But it was under $10. And so far the 5 foundations I've done throughout January, just on my first impression, this is my favorite of the 5, but I'm going to keep trying these and I will let you know in the wrap up what I think of all of them. Especially the first 2 I tried out, the Milani Conceal and Perfect and the Rimmel Lasting Finish. Those 2 I think are fuller coverage foundations, and they just didn't really seem to work on my skin that's a little bit older, but I will continue to give them a try and see how they look on my skin as I go. I definitely lean towards lighter coverage foundations anyway, and maybe you don't like lighter coverage. Maybe you do enjoy that full coverage look. Just for me, it didn't work real well because of all of my skin imperfections. So I don't know, I will give them a try. I will try it out with my Benefit Professional. I think my nose looks better today than it's probably in all of the 5 videos I recorded for this 5 days of foundation. Yeah, I really like this foundation. My biggest complaint area still remains my under eyes. I think in this lighting, because I have so much light and it definitely perfects a lot, my under eyes don't look as bad. But at the lunchtime check-in in natural light, they definitely looked dry and older than I am. And I kept looking at myself in the mirror at work and I felt like my under eyes looked really old as well. Which is part of the reason why I've sort of weaned off of concealer, because I really feel that it makes my under eyes look really old. But I don't think this is supposed to be like a concealer style foundation. So, but overall I think this foundation did really good. 10 hours of wear, and I could probably keep wearing this. The biggest thing is that like my blush is gone. Well, not completely gone. It's just lightened up pretty much. It's lightened up. My bronzer that I put on is pretty light. Looking closely, it looks like I have a little bit of separation right in this spot. But just very, very little. So overall, I think this foundation did really, really well. 10 hours of wear. I think it looks nice. I could probably keep wearing this until I went to bed, but I do intend to film another video this evening, and it is, like I said, already like now it's like about 6:15. So it is already after 6 o'clock, and I'm just gonna wash this off, and I am gonna film another video tonight. So, that's my first impression, my full day first impression of the CYO. This is the long lasting foundation, Lifeproof. And I think it's, so far, I think it's like my favorite. So far, I think it's doing really good. So I will continue to try it out, continue to try out the other 4 for this month, and I will give you an update at the end of the month. So I do hope you enjoyed this series. My plan is to continue it throughout the entire year of 2018. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy this 5 days of foundation? I know some people do Foundation Fridays where they try out new foundations. But I thought maybe doing them like in smaller chunks here at the beginning of the month, I don't know. It gives me time to do like a follow-up of them every single month instead of just doing a first impression every Friday. So let me know what you think of this series down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit the red subscribe button and don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. And any comments you have you tried this CYO foundation? Have you tried any of the other? I think CYO might have another foundation. I did not buy that one, and maybe I'll give that one a try in a future 5 days of foundation. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!